Oh God.
Oh God.
Did you see Oh God on Twitter?
Oh God. And he's great.
What?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right, Artie Lang, Artie Quitter podcast. Last day of this week on a Thursday. It's a full house. We got Mike Bocchetti, Stacy Pressman. We got Chris Cotton.
Hey.
We got Geno Bisconti, Filato behind the dish.
Yo.
And, everybody is pretty much a sports fan here. And is it Jean or John? What is he? John Claude? What was he? John Pierre Paul? Jason Pierre Paul. Of course, the big story is he blew his hand off.
Ouch.
He got a finger amputated is the official thing with fireworks. And we talked about this yesterday on the 4th of July. But there's audio tape that came out. This is going to be devastating. And nobody heard the audio tape yet. We just heard it. And it just proves, look, I mean, in his defense, he might catch shit from the politically correct police, and this is going to hurt him signing, too. But in his defense, when you're on fire, honest shit comes out of your mouth, okay? You're not doing a...
By on fire, do you mean the cops were beating him? I need to know.
He was blowing his hand off.
No, this was Florida, not South Carolina.
He was blowing his hand off. So here's the audio of Pierre.
Okay.
On the 4th of July. Listen to this.
Money on the mouth, Vernon. You can't see him on my camera. My shit off, fuck, so it don't even matter. Down here. Oh shit! Oh Lord Jesus! Oh Jesus Christ! Oh Jesus! Lord Jesus! Oh shit! Whoa! That was awesome right there! God damn! Wow! Shit! Oh shit! Oh Lord Jesus! Oh Jesus! Get the water, nigga! Jesus Christ! Lord have mercy! Get the water, nigga! It's going down! Ah, the motherfucking bootleg fireworks shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
He's hitting it like a man, like a motherfucker.
Well, I mean, what do you think about that?
He's a start, and that's a starter right there. You know, like in a football game, a person who's a starter handling like, whoa, mother, whoa.
Well, first it looked like he was having a good time.
Yeah.
And you're the kid in the beginning goes, hey, Jason, like some kid recognized him.
Hey, JPP, yeah.
Did you hear that?
He goes, hey, JPP, yeah.
It sounded like
Geno, what do you think of that? Is he going to be in trouble?
I thought I was looking at you because I didn't think it was real. That was really...
Oh, but you heard the kid say his name?
Yeah.
No, it's been verified by the Giants.
It just shows how little concern he has for...
When your hand's blowing up.
No, but I mean...
Get the water, nigga.
Get the water, nigga.
I cannot wait till that is auto-tuned on the internet, and everyone's like, and there's like a rap song called "Get the Water, Nigger," and he never has to play football again a day in his life because he gets royalties.
When we heard the audio, do you have the Hindenburg?
Yeah.
We took the liberty of editing it in with the Hindenburg.
Which is what it will be equated to for his career because
Right.
This is done.
No, I don't think they're gonna get too.
it sounds like he's having an orgasm.
Well, at first he's having fun, but then he's like, he doesn't know what to do.
It sounds like it could be an orgasm or blowing your finger off.
That's a
couldn't tell.
man.
He panicked.
You can tell.
But you know that is true because
a lot.
that's exactly what I was thinking, Chris. Because this is a guy that's so used to pain playing the NFL, his hand probably hurt, and he didn't think it was a big deal until he looks down and it's dangling, I guess, off his hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're shocked.
He's like, that's a good. Holy fuck!
You just
And
know.
then what do you say?
You know
You
he's
say,
a
"Get
starter
the
in
water."
NFL.
Yeah.
He's
I thought he
immune to
said-
pain like Rambo. Man.
I thought he said get the watermelon. I swear to God.
Well, no, that would
Well,
be
I
offensive.
mean,
Get the water, nigga. It's not.
I heard get the watermelon.
There's an assumed silent melon in between water and nigger. Get the
Nigga, he says.
that's
He's
I
immune to
didn't.
pain.
Huh?
He's immune to pain.
No, you're in shock.
Clearly not.
Well, he's not
That's
immune, but it's like that adrenaline hit him because he was excited. Then that pain hit him a little bit, but it's mostly just shock when you can see you fucked up. That's what scares you.
Right.
You shut down your adrenaline.
If he wouldn't have seen it, he probably would have been like, oh shit, he would have been in the house 2 days later.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Fixing a bowl
know
of
I don't know
Fruit
what the fallout from this is
Yeah.
going to be, but
Ugh.
it's just hilarious.
And I
Cold
do.
water on a cut.
I do love how he thinks the cure-all for
You
like,
ready?
a blown up hand is
Here's
water.
us. Does everyone know what the Hindenburg is in this room, by the way?
1937, I think.
34.
There you go.
A blimp from, you know what it is, Chris?
blimp.
You're young.
The blimp that blew
And there's
up.
famous audio of a guy covering it, going, "Oh, the humanity and everything."
Yeah.
Okay, so we intertone.
Was that in Lindenburg, New Jersey?
No, it was Lakehurst, Lakewood, I believe. Go ahead.
It's this podcast every day.
It's starting to rain again. The rain had slacked up a little bit.
Money on your mouth, Vernon.
The back motors of the ship are just holding it just enough to keep it from... It bursts into flames. Get it started. Get it started. It's crashing. It's crashing terrible. Oh, my. Get out of the way, please. It's running, bursting into flames, and it's falling on the mooring fast, and all the folks between it. This is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world. Oh, it's...
Lord Jesus.
Oh, 400 or 500 feet into the sky. It's a terrific crash, ladies and gentlemen. It's smoke and it's flames
going
now.
down.
And the...
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
all the humanity and all the family is feeding around it. I don't I can't talk to people. There's friends out there.
Get the water. Get the water.
I can't talk, ladies and gentlemen. Honest, it's just like that massive smoking wreckage. And everybody can't hardly breathe and talking, screaming. Lady, I'm sorry.
Get the water, nigga.
I can hardly breathe. I'm going to step inside where I cannot see it.
Get the water, nigga.
Sorry, that's terrible. I can't.
Oh, shit.
Listen, folks, I'm going to have to stop for a minute because I've lost the voice. This is the worst thing I've ever
Get the
witnessed.
water, nigga. That was awesome right there. God, no.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. He said.
Oh,
funny.
Yeah,
goddamn.
we edited it around. I mean, so how do you think it's gonna? He didn't sign that contract. Do you think that tape? I think that tape just shows that every human being is human when you're on fire.
But on top of that, I don't think it's going to affect his deal. Ronnie Lott had fucking finger missing.
Yeah,
Like
well,
a
no,
champ.
listen.
Yeah,
He's
No, he's-
49
I agree with
49ers.
Chris.
one
That's
finger.
what I-
One
No,
finger.
but I agree with Chris. I was listening on the ride in, and two things they said was, one, he probably wasn't even going to take that big offer, or he would have signed it by now.
Right.
And he might not even. They're saying he probably wasn't even going to show up to training camp.
But you think as a role model using that language, is that going to get him in?
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
when a guy's hand is getting blown off, and once this
just go, "It's
Hindenburg,
fine."
yeah, I mean, all
If
bets are
Eli
off
Manning
the table.
said that while he was on fire, it'd be-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the water, nigga.
Whoa.
Eli Manning from New Orleans. Get the water, nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga, get the water.
He actually said that to David Tyree a couple times during his training
Hey,
camp.
hey, nigga, get the water. This is awesome.
That was fun.
I think you get a pass.
Mike, what do you think about his career and that tape and everything else?
You better have a good agent backing him and a lawyer for sure.
Well, listen,
An
excellent point.
Are you serious? It's the point where in pain, a black dude can't say
Get the water, nigga.
like that's like if I'm fucking on fire, I
Right.
don't go fuck. I'm in here with all y'all.
Yeah.
There is no other black.
what
dude.
about those
I'm going to
that-
tell y'all to get the motherfucking water.
I'm careful,
What
white
about-
guys.
Get the
say.
water.
Would roll you on the floor. Never mind the water.
What about what about if he started a stand-up career and that's his catchphritch? Get
Yeah.
the water.
Like hamburger?
Like
Instead of
hamburger.
hamburger,
Yeah.
get the water, nigga.
Yeah.
Whoa! Get the water, nigga.
My wife's got a big ass. Get the water, nigga.
Pretty good. That's pretty
Where the
good.
lady at?
My
Get the water, nigga.
mother-in-law looked like a gorilla. Get the water, nigga.
Gorilla.
This nigga haven't been so big. Get the water, nigga.
My mother-in-law stealing my money. Get the water, nigga.
Last week it was a Tuesday. Now get the water, nigga. Now that's what I'm saying here.
Get the water, nigga. Hamburger.
Hamburger.
That would be. What about if
funny.
Fox had any balls? They'd make that the name of a sitcom. After 2.5 Men.
Starring Michael Strahan. I would guess.
I don't all new.
Oh, yeah, that-
I don't know all new. Get the water, nigga. Michael Strahan deals with racism. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess you're right. You're right.
There
It's
better
gonna-
not. There
it's
better
gonna
not
affect
be any
them.
backlash.
not
If it's backlash on that, I'm gonna get extreme. That's come on, man.
Stacey, what do you feel as a woman here? Are you offended by anything there?
No, nothing.
No, of course.
I'm like, he reacted weird. But
What if he said, "Get the water, kike"?
I don't think he reacted weird.
I would say that too to my mother.
Get the water, kike.
It doesn't affect Stacey. She actually said that exact phrase to Chris when she was sitting down at the table.
I mean,
I'm a little
I handed
thirsty,
her
Chris.
a-
Could you get the water now?
Get the water, nigga.
That is terrible. That did
I
not-
handed her water.
That
The
did
water,
not
black
happen.
man.
It's exactly what happened.
Well, listen.
Don't defend this Jew broad.
All right.
Oh,
well,
you're a fucking idiot.
oh, Mike. Now, Mike, what is going on with you and Stacey? I know.
It was a great week.
What did you guys do together?
It was a lot of fun. I had a
What
great
didn't
time
they
with
do
it.
together?
I had to be out of the house Wednesday morning by 8, so I think they went to the park at
7:30.
After you got done
7:30.
taking your magic mushrooms you were dreaming about, buddy.
Geno gave us some information about his life. Geno drives in bare feet.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
wears no socks.
I don't like it.
No, I wear socks when I do everything else, but when I drive, yeah, bare feet.
Well, no, you have no socks on now.
Because I just parked right up front and ran inside.
Oh, drives like
That
ape
must
style, man.
stink.
I
No.
think that's against the law in Illinois.
It
You
is.
can't drive in.
Illinois?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah,
'Cause it's just
I don't
gross?
think you can drive in bare feet. I think that is against the law in Illinois.
See?
I think that's a wives'
Because
tale, because I've been pulled
you can't
over.
drive properly, probably.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Because I was pulled over once, and I went because it's the wives' tale. Like I don't know if it's true or not. So I
Because you were clipping your toenails?
I was clipping my toenails while I was driving, and I went to put on shoes, and the cop came up to the car. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Because I don't want to scare the cop. Like I'm grabbing a gun." I'm like, "I'll be honest, officer. I was driving barefoot, and I was putting shoes on." I was like, "That's not a big deal."
Well, was you surprised you would dress like a fucking 12-year-old boy without shoes?
He was surprised I was driving with an undressed 12-year-old boy. That was odd.
Yeah. He's like,
What
"Get
are
the
you,
water,
Jared?
Nick."
Peculiar thing.
Wait, Geno, you have a really faggy tattoo.
I have a Charger tattoo.
Yeah.
I
It's
know.
very
we know.
faggy.
like a
Well, it's all
lightning
like
bolt.
it's
It
all
is a
like
lightning
like
bolt.
very like that's like dolphin.
And there's a picture of his
Levy
his-
has dolphins on his shoulder.
It's
You know that.
pastel. It's like the
I know, it's
pastel.
like
The
colors,
Charger
right?
color. Should I've got it in darker
Well, they're all
colors?
pastelly and kind of gay.
Maybe you should have a dick put on your forehead, Gino.
Well, never mind.
There you
Mike's
go.
all over you.
Do you paint your toenails, Geno?
Not anymore.
I could see
When that
you.
cop
Oh,
pulls me,
God.
I
Oh.
chip him when I'm driving, so I stop.
You should.
No, but how could you drive with no socks? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's
What do you
like-
mean?
Can
Mike,
you walk in your
you
store
don't
like
have
that?
underwear on. Do you have underwear on right now?
Yes, I do.
Mike,
No,
you
you
can't
don't.
drive a car with or without shoes.
I saw Mike's lily white ass. In prison, they call it a lily whiter. And Mike's trying to wear these hip jeans. Did
I had
Stacey-
them.
Did Stacy tell you to wear those jeans?
No, I had
Is there
these
like
wrong.
skid marks in those jeans?
No, no.
Dan just had a-
I guarantee you got
There are
skid marks
not.
in there.
Believe me, because
Just bend over a little bit.
no,
and show
I'm not bending over.
Come on, Mike.
I saw
Mike,
his
turn around.
ass.
Let me see your ass.
Stacy bends over whenever I ask her to, Mike.
Wait, no, turn around. No, turn around, Mike.
Okay, sorry, Stace.
Is there anything, Stacy?
Oh, God.
Is there anything you do that Stacy would? I mean, would you something you wouldn't do that Stacy says to do?
Stacy got him to unblock somebody in the snap of a finger today.
Yeah, and Stacy also brought in Munchkins from Dunkin' Donuts.
She always
And
does.
and
She's
she goes,
classy.
She goes, Stacy picked out the best Munchkins.
She did. She does. She
She
always
brought
does.
in Munchkins. She's
Nobody,
classy.
the person
No,
behind the
but
counter picked.
no. She does everything.
There's two kinds of munchkins. They don't even have jelly donut
The way it's
munchkins.
picked out, though,
Thank you, Jim.
the way she picked it out is special. You know what I mean? It's
How did
What
she
are you
pick it out?
talking
Yeah.
about?
the way
You
she just
sound
picked it out.
retarded.
I'm not retarded.
No, you sound it.
Sound retarded.
I'm not
Be a
retarded.
man.
A retarded person would be eating the Munchkins.
That's what Mike I understand, Mike.
Mike, I pointed to them and said, those and those.
No, Stacy said.
It's
"Give
the
me some
way
of-
you did it.
No, but this week was great. Had a great show. She killed. I had a good time. I did well.
Wow.
You said
No,
the
it's-
adverb,
We went
Mike.
to the diner.
Your
Yeah.
elbows are dirtier. What happened?
They've
Are
been
you
brought.
able
They've
to
been
wash
itchy.
them?
I did, but they've been
Because they look
scraped
bloody
up
a little bit too.
Put the moisture. They need
I know.
moisture.
What about now? What about
Ashy.
we need an update, Mike. Don't do that yet. We need an update on the passport situation.
Well, it's
Get
not on my
serious.
end this time out. I got every piece of paper.
Mike, it's your passport. You have to go do
I
it.
spent $400 so far. And I spent another $200. I
Well,
didn't
Mike,
even
it's
get
your passport.
No, but the bottom line is, it's the.
I mean, you make it sound like
I don't
something
have-
else should
I
be
don't have
done.
the travel-
How is it not on your end? It's your passport.
I don't have the travel itinerary. That's why they won't do it without it.
They
It's
won't
not my-
what?
That's all you have to do. Show them why you have to leave early. Now, did I not say
They
this
have
would
the
not be
I
done
need
before
the
the
travel
17th?
itinerary.
No way.
What's that?
I can't. They won't do it without the travel itinerary. I don't have it.
Did you just point towards Montreal and said me go that way?
Mike is correct.
The travel itinerary.
Mike is correct. He does need the travel itinerary. The people from the Just for Last Festival said, well, I need a passport. So then I called them and they said, okay, well,
So it's a catch-22.
we'll release it without the passport. But you wouldn't have needed the travel itinerary if you had shown up on Saturday
But
and
you
met
didn't.
me.
You overslept by
Answer the phone. That's all I wanted
You
you to do.
overslept while dreaming of
Saturday was the
Munchkins.
4th of July.
but we're open.
I told you the night. I told you the night before at 1 o'clock in the morning when you were telling everybody how Stacy's the greatest woman in the world. Go to bed. I'm going to be calling you around 10 a.m.
Me and Stace
from
were in
the
bed by
office.
Don't blame me,
9:45.
Dan, on this.
Well, that's what
You
he
can
he
stop
tweet-
it,
he
though.
tweets.
Stop
I wasn't
the-
home on Friday
Order
night.
him
Tell
to go
him
to
where you
bed.
were, Stace. Tell
Order
him
him
where
to go to
Don't
bed.
tell him.
And he's like, it was the 4th of July. That's why no one was going to be there, and you could have
didn't-
streamlined the process.
Order Mike to go to bed.
I didn't even know. I didn't speak to Mike the whole night on Friday night.
Order Mike. First of all, order Mike to show us his ass crack.
Yes.
Mike, take your ass crack.
No.
Tighty whitey.
Mike, stand up for
I
yourself.
know. I'm
Stacey,
joking.
it doesn't look
joking.
like you're wearing underwear.
Joking,
I am.
Mike.
Prove it.
Come on, don't be.
All right.
Oh,
All you gotta do
don't
is
be
show
shy
the. You
about
gotta
that.
show the underwear.
Daddy's not wearing
You gotta show
underwear.
the
I'll prove it right now.
All right.
Jesus,
Geno.
show,
We know that.
Gino, go show Stacy in the bathroom how you're not wearing underwear. We'll give you 7 minutes.
I'll put socks on, but that's a creepy
You guys
visual.
are ridiculous.
I don't-
You guys treat women like they're
We're
fucking
ridiculous.
barbarians.
I don't control Mike's sleeping patterns. Or
You
what his
could if you
Twitter.
wanted to.
I'm not a dominatrix. I don't get paid enough.
Are you not anymore? Huh?
No, I stopped doing that 10 years ago.
Why do I know you actually did
because
that?
Would
at
you
some
make?
point,
Would
didn't
you
I
be
did.
nice enough to make Mike come over the phone?
Yeah.
That phone
No.
How about over the Munchkins? Could you get him to come over the Munchkins?
Stacey told-
Daddy's a little dry mouth.
Stacy told you to shove something in your ass over the phone. You would,
We
right?
don't talk like
He hasn't
that.
said
No,
no
you know
yet.
why? Because
What about Snuggles? Would you shove Snuggles in your ass?
Come here, Snuggle.
you guys don't get it. Because
the food.
We got to mix
Snuggles.
Pierre Paul with
no, but the bottom line is right. The bottom line is
What, Mike?
we had a great time on Tuesday.
Get
Went
the
out
water
to eat,
there.
had fun.
What
did a
did you
show. It was fun, and then we thought we had a great time.
I need
Like always.
specifics. I need nouns. I need
Andrea
something.
had a show. It was probably the worst 5 people in
Andrea
the audience
Baramki?
ever. No, my friend no, but we had a great show, but the audience was awful.
How many fucking comics are there nowadays?
I know. I don't know.
Andrea Mizvinsky.
Who?
Andrea Mizvinsky.
I don't know Ms.
Andrea-
There used to be
Vinsky.
25 comedians.
I know.
Anyway,
But I also wrote a great article about Stacy and interrobang. I
You
love it.
wrote a great article? Oh, please, can we read
Did you
Where
say-
is it, Mike? Can
Yeah,
we read that?
please.
It's a very, you know what? It's
Is it
not
called
one-
the interrobang or I'm a terrible
listen,
bang?
Listen, Geno, shut the fuck up and let me explain this.
Okay, go ahead, Mike. I want to read this article.
It's not the run of the milk thing. It's with a great person.
I
She
don't,
is-
you
Run
don't,
of
you
the
don't
milk?
write run of the milk thing.
as a person more than a comedian. So
So you don't think she's a good comedian?
no,
Why would you say that, Mike? I think she's a
Gino-
great comedian.
Gino,
I don't care what Mike
you know
says.
what?
I think you're
That's
hilarious.
rude, Mike. I
Gino,
think she's a
Mike,
great
that's out of line.
Could you
No,
just
no,
take your dick out of your mouth for once? You know what I mean? Let me fucking
I
talk.
guess it's a long dick.
Take your dick out of your mouth.
No.
it's Mike asked me.
Mike, where's the article?
It's online.
It's on Terrobang.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Interrobang.
it's not.
Terrible bang. That's my website.
It explains great stuff. It's not a run in the mill.
What
thing.
is it?
Give us
What-
one
what-
excerpt.
Hi, Snuggles.
I shit out heroin for you.
Hi, buddy.
I will shit out heroin for you.
I don't know. You know what? Don't.
Hope you're
That's
doing
Mike
good,
admitting.
Snuggles.
That's Mike admitting.
Niggas are stupid and violent.
That's Mike admitting. That's Mike admitting to
This
drug
is not
trafficking.
true of
All right.
white people.
I'm so glad you're feeling better.
That's Mike admitting to you'd be willing to traffic drugs.
Yes. Mike, tell me one thing from the article. Tease the article out. Let's get people to read, because Stacy's a great comedian. I want people to go to this, that listen, and read the article.
Fit.
Give me one teaser line
Yeah, what'd
from
you
the
write
article.
about her?
One little blurb that's
Well,
going
it
to make
was like-
people go to the site. What something we learned about
It
Stacy.
was very much about what a lot of charitable things she does.
What does she do?
She does a lot of charitables for animals
Say
and
it.
stuff.
For animals?
Do you
Animal
lotion his
people
elbows?
charitables, everything.
Charitables or charitals?
How about human beings?
We talked about the eating disorders, right?
And that's right. And we talked about her grandmother, who was a great woman like her.
Oh, that's.
That was in showbiz.
What
Absolutely.
did she do? What did she do?
She was an actress.
She
and-
was.
yes.
Okay.
But back then, you couldn't be an actress, as a profession, because only bad girls did that.
You couldn't be an actress, really?
Not in 2000, in the
That was
1900s.
considered not a
Nice girl thing.
Wait,
Wow.
You have a grandmother that old?
She died. She's dead now.
I know, but I'm saying
She
how
died
that-
at 97.
Oh, all right.
No, but
So you never met her, Mike?
No, but she's explaining what a wonderful woman she was. I put it in. I love it.
What did you say? About
You put it
She
in?
was saying it. Geno, don't be
I
a
just
fucking
asked a
idiot.
simple question.
That's ridiculous.
That's a good question. Huh?
I didn't hear what he said, really. I never pay attention to him.
He's
really.
I'm all about the
sexual
issues.
innuendo.
Did you?
No, Geno, it's about the girl's grandmother that was a great woman like her, so shut the fuck
No.
up.
Basically, Mike wrote the article. Can I
Right.
explain this to you?
Yeah.
He asked me questions on an audio tape, and then they transcribed it. That's the article.
Oh, okay.
It was
So
fun.
you typed it, Michael?
They typed. We did
So
a
what did you
interview.
do? Anything?
What's that? No,
Did you write the article?
Stacy was
Yeah.
the one that they just put
So
in
you're
her
admitting
words.
you had no participation.
How many things did you put in,
he
Mike?
asked me the questions, Artie.
But she
Oh,
came
you
out with
asked-
great answers.
Did you make up the
Yeah,
questions?
right then
Oh,
and there.
okay. There you go.
Give us a fucking example.
Yeah, what's a
Mike.
question you asked?
You got to read it. I want people to read it. That's the most
Do you
important.
want me to get the
thing.
article?
I like how
or
he
no?
danced
I
around
think
that.
that's
That was
what
well played,
Dan is
actually.
trying to do. I think he's trying to get the article.
It's just Google interrobang Stacy Pressman. It would come right up.
So who banged Stacy Pressman?
Who didn't?
It's called
Jesus
the interrobang,
Christ.
guys.
Huh?
Let's.
What's interrobang? What's with that name? It's kind of an awkward name.
No, it's like
It's actually a very good website. It's done by the Ron and Fez guys.
What is it?
It's just a web. It's their
You're
website.
on there. They interview like Judd Apatow, everybody big. I've interviewed like 8
Judd
people. already.
Apatow? You interviewed Judd Apatow?
No, they did. I mean, but there's a lot of huge people on there.
Oh,
It's a good
okay.
thing.
Oh, the thing you wrote about me was on there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wrote a couple of things about you. I wrote about Melendez, Alex Sulkin, who's a big fan of the show.
Who?
Alex Sulkin from Family Guy, loves the show.
Oh, Alex
Podcast.
Sulkin. What is he, a writer?
Yeah, he co-wrote Ted.
Here we go. Mike Bocchetti files an exclusive interview with Stacy Pressman, the interrobang. Great picture. Actress, comedian, and radio personality Stacy Pressman has been a regular guest on the Artie Lang Show and the Howard Stern Show, and is host of PBS's Emmy Award-winning Great Places to Live. Is that
we
true?
have it. We have it here.
Oh, there you go.
We have it. Well, should we let Mike read it?
She's a nationally recognized motivational speaker, and I'm not wearing any pants as I type this. You shouldn't have left that in, Mike. Mike, that's ridiculous.
Mike, why don't you come over here and sit?
Okay, thanks.
Is Mike gonna read it?
Well, then
Headphones,
Mike,
headphones.
yeah, start with where you say, I know you're a great actress and comedian. I will. I've worked with you for a long time. I know you for a long time. If you had a choice, would you rather be a comedian or an actress? Yeah, start with that. And then, Stacey, you answer. This will be like you're actually doing the
A
interview.
script?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is my word.
Oh, God.
That's an actual Twitter personality now. Oh God!
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and they
God.
just
He's
say
so
a
funny.
line. They'll just say a line about Mike and then tweet. Oh God!
When I
can't find my password. Oh God!
When I feel the listeners are getting insanely bored, I'll stop you.
Then they won't be. They'll love how
Go
much
ahead.
End scene.
Okay. Hi, Stacy.
Hi.
It's already gold.
Okay, so far so good.
Well, that's how you say hi to people. You know what I mean? It's like,
By saying hi.
hi, Stace. How are you?
Good, Mike.
I know you're a great actress and comedian. I worked with you for a long time, and I know you for a long time. If you had a choice, which would you rather be, a comedian or actress?
Well, Mike, I like doing both. I like doing things, a lot of different things, so they both fulfill a different need. Like as a comedian, I can really feel myself. I can really be myself. As an actress, I can be other people. As a comedian, I write jokes. As an actress, I read other people's jokes or scripts. So I can be dramatic as an actress. They both lend themselves to different parts of myself.
That's good. You like to be in DP.
Awesome,
careers.
Stace.
Thank you, Mike.
Stacy, given a choice, is there anybody you really want to work
Okay,
with?
I think the plane just landed at boarding airport. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Stacy, given a choice, is there anybody you really want to work with? Is there anybody you're starstruck by?
Besides Mike Bocchetti?
Oh, that was actually
It
it.
says that
Did
laugh.
you say ah?
Yeah, I did
Look at
say
him blush,
I
look at
love
him
you, I
blush.
love you.
And it says
You're
laugh.
such a fruit.
And it
I
says
am
laugh.
not a
You actually
I love
wrote
you.
that?
Look at how
No,
pussy
she
They
wrote
you
they
are.
actually wrote that.
Ah, I like that, Artie. Grow up, be a man.
I am a man, Art. I love it. I can't
You're
help
a
it.
fruit.
I'm not a fruit. Go ahead, Stace. I'm sorry.
I don't get really starstruck by actors. Everyone wants to work with big actors like Meryl Streep, like someone like that. They're so amazing to see them work. But for me, I want to work with Kate Bush, my favorite musician.
Who?
Kate Bush.
Who's Kate Bush?
She's a great chick singer.
she is?
She influenced a lot of these ones.
chick singer. How dare you?
Tori Amos, Sarah McLachlan,
How
Sean
about
Colvin.
Tori Amos
Yeah.
and Andy's my favorite.
I don't know in what capacity, but I would like to collaborate on a project. Or if I ever do a scripted show, I would hire her to write the music for it.
Nice.
Kate Bush, very nice.
Great, Stace. That's so cool because
Do you know who Kate Bush is, Mike?
from the 80s, yes.
Name one Kate Bush song.
She probably influenced Alanis Morissette.
That's not a Kate Bush
Alana.
song. Name one Kate Bush song.
I don't remember the songs, but I know who she heard.
Name one Kate
I
Bush
don't know,
lyric.
Geno. Don't put me on a fucking third degree. Yeah, let me finish this.
Give you the third degree or put you.
Gene, you have a third degree on your fucking brain, I think,
I
sometimes.
do. I do.
That's a lot of degrees, actually.
You don't have any degrees on your brain.
Is it like a
Back that up.
GED degree, Michael?
Technically,
No,
that was a
Gino.
compliment. Technically, that was a compliment
Okay.
you just gave me, Gino.
What? I don't need your help. Get the
Can
water,
I-
Chris.
Let me write this.
Get the water.
Do me a favor. How far are you away from putting a hand on Gino's fucking juggler vein?
I'm not
over
going to
here?
touch
Yeah,
you.
my juggler vein. That's how I juggle. Without that vein, I will never juggle again.
Okay.
Listen, I don't like this. I don't like this anger.
Art, can I
coming
finish
off.
this next one? I love this.
Yes, Mike, go ahead.
Okay, Stacy.
Yes.
You're
Mike.
such a great dynamic performer. You light up a
Thank
room,
you, Mike.
like and light
Mike, say, it
everybody
again,
around.
say it again slowly.
Okay, Stacy, you're such a great dynamic performer. You light up a room like and light everybody around you. You also had a grandmother who was like that. Can you tell us more about your grandmother?
A grandmother.
Grandmother.
They wrote mother. You said mother.
Oh, God.
It's a difference.
Mother.
Oh God, my
Hello,
nanny?
mother.
Question mark. I always wanted to be a performer like my grandmother, who was a performer. She was on Broadway in a show back in the day, but then they didn't encourage women. Back in the turn of the century, women who were actors were considered bad girls, but my mother was my grandmother was very talented. She sang, she danced, she acted. As a child, I would do little plays in the living room with her. It was just so much fun.
Tell
love
about
it,
the little
Art.
play we did in your living room, Stace.
My nanny
She
and
played
Poppy
three different
and
positions.
Oh my God, Mike, you can't put up with that.
We'd play on the organ. We'd sing songs. She died 11
Play it
years
on the
ago.
organ. Tell him.
Yay.
All right, I'll stop.
This is awesome.
Amazing woman.
She is an amazing woman.
What's your
like you
favorite
are.
organ to play?
Okay. Stacey, I know you do a lot of charitable work with animal rights and other stuff. What's your favorite charity you work for so far?
Mike
and other
Bocchetti.
stuff.
I know.
Mike, you're always saying to me, you're helping animals. You're not helping children. Laughs. I don't know why I didn't laugh.
Talk about your other grandmother.
I do. I have a passion for animals, as you know, and the eating disorder charity is a big thing too. I do a lot of charity.
Well, can I ask you about Stacey? In all seriousness, did you have an eating
yes,
disorder?
I had bulimia.
Oh, okay.
And anorexia and other things.
Do you feel Mike has one? Looking at him,
I think he's recovering from an eating disorder.
did you have an eating disorder, Mike?
Obesity.
No, BBC is
That's the-
result.
that's
It
an
is a disorder,
enthusiasm.
Geno. It is a fucking disorder.
Obesity's a disorder.
Geno, it's a
Overeating.
fucking problem.
Don't
okay?
you think you still have it? Obesity?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
But obesity is not an eating disorder. Overeating is.
Right.
Or
No,
binge eating.
obesity is just what you are.
But he doesn't binge eat anymore, right, Mike?
Thanks, Obama.
You don't binge eat at all anymore?
No.
The 42 plates under your bed.
You know, it's not. You know, it's not an eating disorder. Dieting and exercise. That's not an eating disorder.
Now, Mike, you exercise, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's why I look so great again.
Thank you.
Well, you do look thinner, I must say. Stacey's right.
He looks healthier. He really does.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I'm
Stacey.
very proud of Mike.
Somebody showed that
Thank you,
picture.
Stacey.
Someone put a picture on. Tweeted a picture of Mike when he was like, you know, in the middle of the season of your direct TV show.
Oh, God.
And it.
Oh God.
But to your, and it just looks like that face, which is like superimposed in a fat sumo suit. So you do look incredibly healthy. Am I saying continue to photograph yourself without shirts
Well,
on?
are you
No,
saying-
but you
are
look great,
no,
Mike.
Are
He
you
really
saying
does.
He looked extra disgusting that
He just
time,
that's
or-
just like that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
that's the typical example of just you're not eating,
Don't
you're binge
believe
eating.
this compliment. Mike.
No, this is a genuine
I
compliment.
feel like
I'm
he's
gonna-
setting you up, Mike.
no,
is-
but the
I don't think so.
I saw the picture on Stacy's bedside table. That might be a good
I
sign
told you
for
something
you,
was
Mike.
coming.
You see how he does it? He sets you up.
But
Well,
he
he's a snaky scumbag.
Okay, all right.
Snaky. You're gonna clap for Snaky scumbag.
a snaky, barefooted scumbag.
You're a sneaky scumbag. I like that word.
Well, that's it. That's a
Now what?
that's a
Now,
scene
Mike,
we're doing
go ahead.
later.
I
Stacey.
think
Are we doing
this
this?
is one of the more fascinating interviews I've heard.
I
Go
know,
ahead.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Right, Mark?
Take that, Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, she's great. We had a great time. It was so much
Go
fun.
ahead, Mike.
I do have a passion for animals, as you know, and the eating disorder is a big thing too. I do a lot of charity. I do speaking engagements as a professional speaker, and I donate some of my time in that organization. But I don't have a preference. I love animals. If I could help anyone with any ounce of talent that I have, or in a business savvy, I'll do whatever I can and be passionate about. Animals are a big passion of mine, as I repeat myself.
Yeah.
Do not diminish other charities, and of course, eating disorder, starving children, people suffering. I did a candlelight vigil outside of Chicago for an organization called ANID, Anorexia Nervosa and Associated Eating Disorders. It's a very big eating disorder charity. We did a very bittersweet charity event.
Now, Mike, what about the fact that didn't you roll over on your sister's dog and kill it?
No.
What?
No, I never did it.
Not on purpose.
No, that never happened. No, it's not true.
Well, you got to be careful.
Last words.
This is sad. This is sad. I did a keynote speech at this big event they do every year for people who recovered from eating disorders, and it's for people who are recovered and people who died.
Is there a buffet there?
I wish there was. Yeah, there was pizza before I went on stage.
Mike could have, you know, Mike could have the Prada Willie thing that I've actually done some stand up for. That's when your brain is missing the chromosome that tells you you're done eating. And
Yeah, people have that.
you will just eat forever until you explode.
Do you have that, Artie?
No, I thought I did at one point.
Okay.
And I did some work for the charity, and then I saw people who actually have it, and it's very, very serious. And Mike, you have the look of that.
Yeah.
Do you feel you have the chromosome that tells you you're full?
Well, since I lost weight, I don't eat as much. You know what I mean?
What were you eating?
Oh, all kinds of binge eating, like all kinds of stuff.
What
in the
weren't
middle
you
of the
eating?
night.
What were you eating?
I'd go home, like go to deli after the show when we were on TV. I'd go home, get a big sandwich, have some,
What kind of sandwich?
I'd go to the deli where I live. This guy'd make me like
You've told us you went to the deli.
turkey Swiss. What do you call it? Mayonnaise, right? Get a big bag of cookies, some
Turkey, Swiss mayonnaise, and cookies.
cookies, and then like later on get some more stuff. Get up early, like,
What do you mean? What more stuff?
When your cookies come in a bag, you make
and I just go
mistakes.
right to bed after that. I would just
You would
like,
get
lay
up
on my
early
stomach.
to eat again.
Yeah,
Did you vomit?
no.
Now, were you able to shit properly?
Oh, I shit like a racehorse.
Now, did you ever shit in the bathroom?
Yeah, a couple of times I almost didn't make it. And when I was coming home one day from the show, I was walking home. I'm like, oh
Now,
no!
Stacey, have you ever heard anything more grotesque than that?
No, I've heard stories like that before.
I mean, Mike, did you ever shit your pants on the street?
Drunkenness, yes.
So you've shit your pants on
When I
the
was
road.
drunk, I shit my pants a few times.
Were you
We've
with,
all been there,
Were you with
Mike.
other
Me too.
people?
Yeah, they were laughing their ass off.
Are those
at me.
people in therapy?
They're all drug addicts now and stuff.
Oh,
I think.
of course. Well, when you witness something like that, you need something to dull the pain. Forget the memory.
Of the duty?
Well, of Mike shitting his pants,
Yeah.
yeah, I would.
When I was drunk, I did a few times.
Really?
Oh.
So when you get drunk, you automatically shit?
Can you describe the smell?
Put it this way, people. Oh God, it's like the Staten Island dump. It was horrible.
A Staten Island dump?
Did you
Yeah.
ever consider just going to the dump and shitting on the pile of garbage?
Now there's no more piled. It's they had to reopen it after 9/11. Unfortunately.
What about just hanging your ass out of a helicopter for the crops in Iowa?
I wouldn't mind shitting on some crops and
You would
fertilizer.
just personally. So you could have shit out my heroin, but it would have been hard to find the heroin amongst all the shit.
Among pounds of it, yeah.
See, a lot of guys who eat like you don't shit well because they don't have enough rough.
No, but I have a roughage.
Like banana nut muffins, like that.
Oh, banana bread.
That's not roughage, you know. A banana muffin is not considered roughage.
Well, to me, it is.
It's considered a laxative, maybe, but not
Yeah,
roughage.
I mean,
That's
some people
never
do.
been roughage.
I guess they shit it out.
Oh, like lettuce would be, or kale, or carrot juice, or something.
Right.
Green
Have you
stuff.
ever eaten kale in your life, Michael?
No.
It's delicious.
You eat kale?
It's a bitter green. You make it like a broccoli
Well,
raw.
Geno's
It's
Cal is
delicious.
some guy he knows his name is Cal.
Eat him.
Geno's kale is some guy he's squeezing off by the.
I just said
Like
that, Mike.
that's so politically
I
incorrect.
just said it.
Sorry.
You're implying that being gay is insulting.
Yeah,
no, I'm
Mike.
surprised Geno likes to squeeze guys' bananas.
Well, by saying that, you're insulting Geno by calling him gay.
No, he's
Might
not
be
gay.
gay.
Sometimes I just go to the fruit vendor right on my block in East Harlem and squeeze his bananas. I will do it.
If
I'll have
he-
20
if he-
minutes.
if
Stop
Geno's-
squeezing my banana. I cannot stop
If
squeezing
Geno's
your
gay,
bananas.
Joe Pesci's gay. Geno's not gay.
Joe Pesci's gay. Take
He
that
could
back.
be gay. Half Joe Pesci was gay.
We could be sued.
We don't know.
I just
I heard
watched my
that he
cousin
was.
Vinny yesterday.
Who said what?
Somebody told me he was gay. I don't think he is.
Nah, I don't think
Shut
Joe
up.
Pesci's gay.
a lot of people are gay that we
You
don't know.
stumbling pricky. I'm not fucking gay.
You ever think about when he goes like this? Hey, Spider, dance me that drink. You know what I mean? He might have been a little,
makes nothing no sense at all.
I just watched my cousin Vinny
Mike
yesterday.
has the gene that tells he doesn't know when he's done eating it on stage.
Is that your stand-up bit, Mike?
No.
Do you have a gene that doesn't say when you're bombing?
I think comics. I think, to be honest with you, I think some comics have to have.
Oh,
that
they
gene.
do, yeah.
Because some of them you just bomb.
I don't
for
have it.
fucking
I
20.
know it.
The second I start bombing, I gotta do
You
something.
could feel it, yeah.
Gotta-
No, I
Oh,
know
yeah.
it. Some guys, it's like they're George Carlin at Carnegie Hall. They don't care.
They shut down.
Well, can we read the rest of the article? She said some great stuff
Go
about
right
you
ahead,
as well.
I'm boring myself.
Get the water, Cotton.
I'm
Okay.
just
I'm
interrupting you
embarrassed.
sometimes to prevent people from taking the subscription.
She said some great stuff about you as well.
that's
She really did.
That's
I
fantastic.
did.
Okay, Stacey, how much has political correctness changed your comedy?
I'm probably probably am PC without knowing it sometimes, just because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. But I'm also very unpolitically correct. I say awful things all the time, but I don't mean it. I'm not mean-spirited, so it's not coming from meanness or hatred. I
Right.
grew up in a home that was totally unpolitically correct, but they
Politically
were
incorrect.
whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, you don't have to say politically
Non-PC.
incorrect. It's unpolitically correct.
Yeah.
But they were kind. I think that's what counts. What's
Now, what do you
inside.
mean by that? What was politically incorrect about the home? I mean,
My
because
father-
I think a lot of us probably had that same
Okay,
experience.
I got a question. Would I have been able to come over your
Yeah,
house? and
no,
hang
we
out?
had all kinds of people.
No,
in
but
our
I'm
house.
sure Chris in
Even you
in his
people.
own way was politically incorrect to his family. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
that means a
definitely.
lot of things. It could mean racism.
Well,
it
my
could,
gay
could mean
friends-
homophobia. It could mean a lot of things.
My gay friend, my dad would go, when's the faggots coming over? You know, that kind of thing.
Now, what?
Well,
how
I
did you
think
feel
that's just
about?
funny.
And then when Geno was coming over, how did you feel about that?
When's the triple faggot?
My
Now,
mom was very open. My
Are
dad
both your
was
parents
not.
Jewish?
Did you-
Stace?
was your
Yeah, my
dad-
father's like a Jewish Archie Bunker.
Was your
kinda.
dad
love it.
a hate monger, Mike?
No, my dad, if Chris came over my house as a kid, right? My mom,
You would have checked my pockets.
no, my mom would welcome him
When you
and,
left.
and give him a hug and feed him and hang with us, right? My dad would be like maybe an Archie Bunker type.
Like, what would he do? What would he say to Chris?
I don't know what he would say.
That's not your bus token.
That's
Well, that sounds like something he might have said,
What?
That sounds like something he probably would have said in those
See,
days.
and meanwhile, he's ignoring you and your dental. You had no teeth as a kid.
No, well, he did a lot. Well,
When did
God
you,
rest his soul.
When
I
did
don't
you
want-
get teeth?
Wait, you had no teeth? I didn't know this.
Well, he had a horrible dental plan. He needs teeth.
No, I get great teeth now.
Where do you ever forget them?
No.
I've seen your teeth come out of your mouth.
Well, that was when I had dental work done. Now I'm at
So your
A1.
teeth are glued in now?
I put them in with a machine gun.
When
But
Stace
I'm
started,
saying, as a kid, you didn't have proper.
No, we went. My mom took us to the dentist all the time, but I just didn't. I like to eat bad stuff and got cavities. I didn't care.
I don't believe that.
You got cavity.
when Stace started talking back to me, I put her on my dental plan.
What was that?
I don't know. Just
What the hell does that mean, Geno?
I know.
That's the dumbest joke I've ever heard.
good way to lose teeth.
Stacey, can you continue and shut his fucking sewer up?
So basically, I talk about
Thank you.
my politically incorrect.
Yeah,
But if
go
you're
ahead.
just saying things and meaning them to be humorous without being hurtful, it's different. We're worried about the outside rather than what's going on the inside. And yes, we have to make sure we don't hurt somebody or bully them. But, Geno, we also want to make sure we're not being retarded about it either. See,
Chris?
I use the
Hold
word.
on, did you say retarded
yeah.
in a
Yeah, there was a joke.
whole thing?
Well, it's retarded politically incorrect.
I was making a joke.
What?
But retards don't vote, so.
Retarded. Well, they can vote.
Can they?
I
Obviously.
think
Look at
you
our
can.
president.
I think if you got Asperger's, you could vote.
Oh yeah, you could vote. My
Sure.
ex-husband votes. He has Asperger's.
This is the grand finale questions. I love this.
Oh, the grand finale question.
Ah.
Go ahead, Mike.
I love this.
Go ahead, Mike.
Here come the
Okay.
boom.
The great Artie Lang loves you as a person. You had-
I like how he speaks for you.
How do you know
Artie.
that,
I know.
Mike?
I know you do.
I happen to like her a lot,
All right.
of course.
The great Artie Lang loves you as a person, and you add so much to the show. Tell me more about what it's been like being part of the show.
I love doing the show, especially because I do it with Mike Bocchetti. Oh. But I love doing Artie.
What? She loves doing me, Mike. That's a typo, Mike.
It does, but I love doing Artie.
I don't
Period.
know.
That's not just a typo. It's one sentence. Mike Machete, period, but I love doing Artie,
I
period.
didn't type
You know how many
this,
female comics say that?
I didn't
Two?
type this. I just sent it in.
But show me something you have written, Mike,
Gino,
right now.
I had sent this in via tape, buddy.
All right,
so.
stop fighting for a
sent
second.
it
I
in
want
via
to read this
tape.
part. I
Let
wanna-
Stacey be
let
nice.
her read. She's being very nice to me.
Artie's such a genius of a comedian, and he's so quick. It's fun to be on the show when you're laughing at what's going on. The whole way it flows. It's such a great flow of energy.
I'm like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I have flow. Right, Chris?
good.
Yeah, flow of the century. Yeah.
Get the water, nigga.
The water, nigga.
Oh, but she did write something really nice. She did.
She's being very sweet, actually. That is
A
nice.
wireless caller is calling me. Anyway, and it's one laugh after another just on the show. And watching Artie work and watching him respond to his quickness, that's a gift that every comedian should have.
Wow.
See, I said a nice thing.
Well, that is very nice. And the first accurate thing in the article.
That is a
Now, are there any now, Stacy? I'm going to ask you because Michael danced around it. Were there any questions that did not make? Give us because that's the article they read. Give us something that you said that did not make this.
Nothing. Everything was on there.
I don't remember. I just said it and he put it in the tape
Does
report.
Stacy know how anti-Semitic you are?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Your
stop
deep
it.
hatred of Jew lips.
Oh, please. Stop it.
All right, I'm just saying.
What about the sketch Semitic alert bracelet that you pitched?
What are you talking about?
Where you wear a bracelet that tells you when a Jew's around?
No, don't stop with that shit.
I don't care.
No, don't start with that stuff. Come on already. Stop.
That's a sketch I pitched.
That's really bad because I love it.
funny.
Don't start with Jewish people now. Come on.
I'm
Please.
not. I'm just saying a sketch that we
Anybody can be
proposed.
Jewish. It's a religion. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
like you
Exactly.
Could, it's like people
Exactly.
convert. Geno could become Jewish tomorrow. If he,
How can you look at Gino? What about me? I'm
Then
surprised.
maybe my ex will take me back. Ooh,
Sammy
you
Davis,
Jewish?
Sammy
that's
Davis
just
Jr.
passive aggressiveness.
Jewish.
Shut up, Crystal.
Mike, would you convert to Judaism to marry Stacy?
I absolutely would.
Wow.
Wow.
So you would study the Torah, you'd get a yarmulke.
The 612 mitzvahs, I think.
What are you talking about?
Like Catholic people have 10 laws to live by. Christians, right?
We do?
The Ten
The
Commandments.
10 Commandments.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I know Jewish people have mitzvahs, like a good deed. You got to live a certain
that
way.
right?
It's like
Stace?
612.
I don't know. I'm a bad Jew.
How many of the
Oh,
commandments?
that's redundant.
How many of the commandments have you broken, Mike, in your life?
Out of 10? We got to go over them, remember them.
Have you ever taken the Lord's name in vain?
When I got angry a long time ago.
Have you ever stolen?
Does it count taking your brother's candy?
Yeah.
Yes.
When you're kids? Okay.
Have you ever killed?
No.
Have you ever coveted thy neighbor's wife?
No.
Do you honor your mother and father?
Of course. Well, my father's halfway sometimes.
Well, okay. Well, I don't know about that.
Do you have any gods before God?
No. God's number one.
Oh, God.
You have no. Do you ever take the Lord's name in vain?
Oh, we already talked about
If I got angry when I was a kid, maybe, yeah.
But you haven't. You take it in vain all the time when you yell at me, Mike.
Recently, you did.
Jesus Christ.
What does that mean in vain?
you
Take
just
it-
like
Just
saying
curse,
his name
say
in
God
chain,
damn.
like,
And God damn it's the big one in the South. You could
Yeah,
say
you
I
could
fucked
say
your mom. They're like, that's
right.
fine. God damn
Yeah.
it. Don't, because they really, that's more Christian fundamentalism.
Mike,
you
what-
really think that you're damning something to God. if you
Mike,
say
what
that.
do you feel about South Carolina passing the bill to take down the Confederate flag?
that flag has so many different things going on with it. I don't know what to say because it is, like you said, they claim it's their heritage, but killing people and, you know what I mean, and
We're out of time.
all that kind of shit is not heritage. You know what I mean?
That's not
Chris,
part
what
of
do
the
you
heritage.
what do you feel about that? You saw that today? They're taking down the flag. You don't care? Are you a Skinner fan?
I agree with they should have been taking that.
I think
flag,
I mean,
but it's
listen,
one
they
of those
lost
things.
the fucking war.
Yeah, it's like I don't get how it got to stay.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
Like, it's
lose.
just-
You don't get to put your flag up.
But I've been in many fights. You know, the fucking people who lose the fight, you're the losers.
It's an offense to a northerner, not just black people or Jewish people.
That's some real.
We won the fucking war, guys. Deal with it.
We lost the war, but we're gonna keep all the fucking
That's what I
feelings we
mean.
have.
It's
The
ridiculous.
war of northern aggression.
It's
The war between the states.
Yeah.
That's stupid,
Exactly,
man.
Mike. Thank you. What is another name for that war, Mike?
The Great War, the war between the states.
That was
Civil
World War One,
What's
the Great
another
War,
name?
Mike.
What's another name for that?
The American Civil War.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, he's going to be playing a professor in an upcoming movie, Art.
Now listen, we're going to we're going to talk to the guy, Mike, who wrote the film that he's giving you the.
Oh no, he's
starring-
calling up now.
Well, no, we'll get him on the phone.
We
He's
want
a
to
good-
find out if you have to do this passes or not.
There's a payphone at the bus station. We're going to give him a bus.
You know the name of the film?
Awakening. I forgot the fucking name of this
You
thing.
don't know the name of the fucking movie?
I forgot.
I know the name.
Mike already had to put a deposit
Hidden
down to be in
agenda.
it.
Agendas.
Hidden agenda.
Mike, did you have to put a deposit down to be in this movie?
It's a dark movie.
Well,
What is
Mike,
dark comedy.
why don't you
What's it
bring in
gonna
your
cost you?
movie dues?
What's the movie going to cost you to be in?
No, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna make sure everything is right. What I want.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. By the way, great interview on Interbang.
Stacy, it was all her art, not me.
Well, you can admit
I think
it
you
was
helped out a little
you.
bit.
No, you know what? I just interviewed Esther and she
how
just flowed. It was all her.
You put her in that place to be so comfortable.
Or the position, right, Geno?
fucking
I put her in
sad.
the position.
He has a nice question. He has very nice questions.
All right,
If you
well,
put her in the proper position, she'll say anything. Trust
Stop
me.
it, Geno. Don't be a
It's
dick.
terrible. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to get this guy on the phone. What's his name? You won't give his name, actually.
Josh King.
Josh King.
Is that his real name or his porn name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He didn't seem very forthcoming about a lot
Big
of...
ding-a-ling
Yeah, a lot of
king.
information is not
It's
forthcoming.
it's a dark B movie, not what you're in. What are you in, Chris? Oh, a dark E.
Oh,
movie.
can I sing a song? Viva Las Vegas.
What? Say it again.
Viva Las Vegas.
Why are you singing that?
I like Elvis.
Is that the only...
Do not get the music for him to sing along to it. Do not.
Is that the only thing you wanted to say about that? Why are you saying that?
I just felt like singing. I don't know why. I feel happy today. I woke up in a good mood.
Why? Yeah, your ass is happy.
No, I had a premonition. Something awesome was going to happen.
I woke up in a good mood, and by good I mean Stacy's, and mood I mean bed.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Geno.
Let's take a break.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
That was fun.
I guess.
He's waiting by the payphone.
You really got to call it.
Oh, no, my brother. You can't use this phone.
I'm waiting for my dealer.
I went for a call. All right.
He drove from Pittsburgh to New York, though.
So,
6 hours.
It's a hike.
Oh, God.
what kind of car did you have?
Oh, God.
I think it was a rent-a-car.
It was called a United Airline.
Or a throwaway, as we like to call them in the hood.
Hey, it's Dan. I'm gonna put you in with Artie and the gang. Okay.
Welcome back to the Artie Quitter, Artie Lang Uncensored Podcast. Everyone here, Bocchetti, Pressman, Bisconti,
Hey,
Cotton, Filato, ladies and fucking gentlemen.
What about yourself?
Shut up. When I say Artie Quitter, they know it's... I mean,
I'm
what
sorry.
the fuck are you talking about?
There might be a day you're not around, and I have to say welcome to the Artie Quitter podcast.
See what a fucking Judas Cutthroat this douchebag. See, he's lining up against you already, like in The Godfather.
Moving on.
All right, you're not looking. You're not looking well.
Mike's
Art.
aggressive tonight. Do you notice how aggressive Mike?
Mike, I don't know. I think, Stacy's being protective.
She's very
Do you
protective.
think I'm being too hard on
No, I mean,
job?
I think it's a good question. You don't want to you can't get fined.
Well-
and you can't. But, at the same
No,
time,
she's
it's
very
a movie
smart. I trust her
that
more
he
than-
wants you to star.
I want Mike to succeed, but I don't
I
like. He was very. This guy was like all the girls hated him.
He
because
never
was,
got
like-
to the point.
Like he kept like it.
I didn't hear
a
a word he said. I literally
I couldn't hear.
checked out.
what
Well,
he
I
said.
mean, he's straight.
I'm just,
I checked out.
Look, so I had a friend, and he's so young. My friend was 27. He did a film for $50,000. Got a distribution deal. Like, I don't think it's an excuse because he's young. Like, I don't
No.
like that excuse.
What?
Like-
What excuse? That he's
you
not.
know,
It's
like-
not union because he's young.
No, he's like kept saying I'm young and I'm like it's not an excuse. I've had friends that've been doing movies at 22 years old that are, they raise the money and they do it. It's like my grandfather wasn't rich, but not that I ever did a film. But my friend did one.
Yes,
and
she did.
and he was poor as shit.
Have you never been in a movie?
I've been in like 3 movies.
Yes,
yeah,
you have.
I have.
What were they?
I was in Glam Trash.
What is that?
It was an indie film directed by Greg Scarnici, who's actually a producer at SNL now.
Okay.
It was my first.
Mike? What are you doing?
Oh, okay.
I'm finishing.
Mike just almost shoved his
I was
hand
in a
my
movie
thing.
called Everything's Jake, where I got my SAG card.
Now, who's
I
in
played,
that?
Ernie Hudson. It was like a real
Black
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbuster?
Yeah, some
Right.
famous people. I played a hooker, and I was in it.
Nailed it.
I was in a movie with Sigourney Weaver. I had one line.
Now, does anybody? Has anybody heard, by the way, about the chick Ghostbusters movie? Is that being shot?
I don't know.
I thought it was definitely being shot.
Right?
Is it being shot in New York?
Why wouldn't
I
it
don't
be?
know. Probably
Should
L.A.
be.
Because a lot of
That's true,
special
they'd move
effects
it.
is probably all in L.A.
I don't know about it.
And Stacey did something for friend Greg on the Above Average channel, Laura Michaels thing. It's
Oh, that
awesome.
was a
What are you
video.
talking about?
The above
No, it is a
average
big deal.
channel.
Well, what is it, Mike?
Tell
Say
him,
it.
Stacey. It's
I
awesome.
my friend does shorts, and I did a thing on it.
She does what?
I did a short.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's for a great network.
What's the network?
Above Average. It's Laura Michaels' thing.
Is that true?
Yes, it
Or
is.
is she just saying
It
stuff?
is
No, it's
Above
short.
Average is a network?
It's like a.
But even that was sad.
It's also
Yeah.
his cholesterol.
And it was a short.
No. Geno, it's part of Broadway video. Lauren has his hands in a lot of stuff.
Lorne. Whoa, your buddy Lorne.
Yeah, he is. I don't know. I never.
Lauren has his hands in a lot of...
He
Yeah.
does. He
Well,
does.
that's a bold statement.
Mike, I just want you to be careful with this guy.
I am.
He seems like he's out for pussy. That's all he cares
Yeah.
about. That's
I
what
mean, it's about time Stacy
Well-
was a little hard on you
No,
for a change.
He's not going to
Mike.
get it from you.
And I want
Pussy.
you to do well. I mean, he's like, does he have a script? Have you read? Like, I would never take a film until I read
No,
the script.
I'm very. I know you.
I mean,
protect me. I listen to
it's rare
everything
that
you say.
guys admit they will write a full screenplay just to get laid.
No, but
That's
I
essentially
listen to
what he
everything
said.
she says. I always
said
do.
that, didn't you?
I
I
know you do.
But yet we've got yet to see the crack of your ass, Stacy. Tell
No,
me.
come on. Don't be a fucking ass.
No, I wouldn't make you do that, Mike. We're going to see it anyway. At some point. Now, Mike, you look like you're dressing hipper because you lost some weight. Is that true?
Yeah, I feel good on the inside.
Stacy
talking
feels
about-
good on the
We're
inside.
talking about,
Stop.
we're talking about
Feels great on the inside.
We're talking about
Oh,
though,
God.
Mike, the only thing that matters in show business, the outside.
Yeah. They're brutal.
How do you feel on the
They're
outside?
brutal cocksuckers in this.
Speaking of brutal cocksuckers,
On the outside,
how you doing,
how do you
Teefy?
feel you look?
I feel like I feel good. I don't care what anybody else thinks about me. I really don't.
But you have to, Mike. I hate when people say that. You have to, because that's all this business is. What other people.
Well,
think about.
we got a lot of douchebags in this. I don't give a fuck about any of them. They don't care about me.
But not this
That's
Jeff.
not the way to
Josh
go,
King.
Mike.
Whatever. Thank you.
You have to think about what other people think about you.
Well,
It's all show business is phony shit. That's
I know.
all it is.
No, but what I'm saying, but if
you
yeah.
can't have it both ways.
I think.
But can't Mike just be confident? Like
No,
Mike
you
is
can't
very
have it both
confident.
ways. You know why not?
You'll be broke.
You had it both ways. Then
Both
it's Larry
ways.
did, Dice
I
did,
not
Sam
have- I didn't have
Kennison
it
did.
both- Dice did.
I mean, you
as
know.
soon as Dice stopped playing the game, he got no work.
No, but he was an entourage.
Mike, I think the guy wants you to
He
be
was
naked in
in
the film.
Entourage.
No, oh no.
I got that feeling. If you have a porn star wife, you're not gonna have a sex scene. You're gonna have a sex scene.
No,
I don't
no,
think
no.
you want you to have a
I don't
sex
want to.
scene.
No.
Maybe it'll be a cuckold scene.
I don't think there's a big.
Where he watches.
So he wants me naked in the film. That's what
Oh
you're telling me?
God.
What's cuckold?
When someone,
It's where a guy watches you bang his wife.
Oh, the goonoodle.
The what?
The goonoodle.
The
that?
goo
That's an
noodle.
Italian word meaning if somebody's
That
banging
is
your
not
wife
an
and you're okay
Italian
with
word.
it.
That is not an
It's
Italian
not.
word.
Is that what?
That's
that's
pretty
like,
Italian
that's like a
word.
weak thing. Like you're weak.
Like a gamad. So
No,
when you
no,
fuck
no.
a gamad, it's a ganoodle?
No.
But isn't there a
No.
specific one where a black
There's
guy
a word
fucks your
named.
wife?
No,
That's
a
called
cuckold.
Thursday.
no, there's a word named goonoodle bestie. It means your wife is having sex with people and you're cool with it.
What's it called?
Goonoodle or
I never heard of
goonood
that.
bestie.
And now that's
I never heard that.
It means
I
like-
believe you, but I never
No,
heard that.
I heard somebody almost kill somebody over it. My boss was from Italy, right?
so you're not cool.
He said something. He goes, "Hey, you goonoodle the best." He goes, "What are you talking about?"
Dan just has
It
his
means-
face sometimes where it just
It
goes
means
dead.
you
It's like
sleep,
my
somebody's
soul's
sleeping
dead.
with your wife and you don't give a shit. You're cool with it. You're an
why
idiot.
are guys
You're a
like,
ganoodle?
Yeah.
Why are guys
I never
like
heard that.
No.
I don't know.
I've never met a guy that was like that.
Me and Artie hang out with some Italian people that are much older. Well, you're our age. But ganoodle, Artie, you ever heard ganoodle?
Goonoodle.
What do you... Ganoodle.
I don't know.
Canoodle.
Oh, so...
Canoodle.
No, it's not. I know what you mean. Like the guys
can.
can... Yeah, canoodling, but that's not what Mike means, Dan. Do you think he means canoodle?
I don't fucking know. Let's. How about fungool? That's a bit easier word to translate.
Yeah, that's a word that Italians use, but they do not use ganoodle. I've never heard that.
Well, there's a lot of things you'd never heard. Gene.
Me and
Believe me.
Stace play a game called Goo Noodle, but that's English,
God.
and that's 2 words.
Now, what does that involve?
And you never,
A gooey noodle, pretty much.
Mike, I mean, how do you respond to Geno's vicious attack?
well, you know what? He's a jerk off. That's all I can say.
Well, that's how the noodle gets so gooey.
See, Dan's on my side, Dan.
Really, Dan? Really?
Let's fucking get him, Dan.
Really?
He's a piece
Dan's
of dog
on the
shit.
side will ever...
No.
Whatever side will end this podcast. But now, I know you're wearing hip jeans.
Hippie.
Those look like sort of the jeans you'd see in a Foo Fighters show or something.
Yeah, I was going to go by Lululemon. I'm Lululemon.
Those are Lululemon?
No,
jeans?
they're not Lululemon.
My shirt's a Lululemon.
That looks like a canoodle jean. You put that on while you're watching your wife get fucked by a black.
Oh, God.
Did this ever happen with me?
Oh, God.
My father's family,
Oh, God.
probably.
Now, was your father a canoodle?
His father was, I'm sure.
Whoa! Really?
Oh, yeah.
Grandfather?
My dad's
was
dad
okay
had
with
4
your
wives.
grandmother fucking
No,
other
he
wives?
was married 4 times.
Do you know which one was your grandmother? Seriously.
The first one.
For sure.
Yeah. She died when I was 3 years old of cancer.
Well,
Jesus Christ, Geno.
No, I'm telling the truth.
I know, but Gino's laughing.
Well, he's a jerk off. What can I say?
What is funny?
Maybe he'll fucking have a heart attack on the way home and drop dead.
Because I don't like when we're doing a podcast, we're having fun, and someone has to go, they died of cancer. I'm not gonna allow that. I'm just gonna laugh in the face.
It's not
of cancer.
funny though.
Hey,
I mean, it's not funny.
I know.
You shouldn't laugh.
whenever you bring up my parents, do I say they died of cancer?
No.
Then don't fuck the
Well, you just
podcast by
did.
saying what's that? Right? Because we're in that space now. But don't fuck the flow of the podcast by saying they died of cancer. It's not the time or the
I
place.
just want to say what happened to him.
I asked him about his grandmother.
And then say she passed. Everyone's grandmother, it's dead. You don't need that
No,
dark
Gene, I
cancer.
was
It's an
gonna-
odd thing to get mad
No,
at.
but I only
I
met
wasn't mad. I was laughing.
I only met her like when she died when I was like three
Then
years old.
say my
3 or 4
grandmother
years
died
old.
when I was 3. You don't have to
cancer.
say of cancer.
All right.
Why not?
Because
say
that
of
makes
cancer.
it dark. No one needs.
My grandpa died of cancer. People are dying of cancer. Jesus Christ, Geno.
It's odd that you're laughing at it.
Because I
Cancer.
I
don't.
think that was a soft spot for Geno. Geno got upset.
I know.
I know tons of people. I know tons of people that have died of cancer. You don't bring it to the podcast. People come here for an escape.
I specifically asked Mike about his grandmother.
But you did not say how did she die.
So
And you didn't ask him about his grandmother. He said she was a
yes,
canoodle.
I did.
I got a question.
What did you say?
Geno,
Yes.
have you never dealt with the sadness of the people passing from cancer?
No, I buried many a person from cancer, and
Me
I don't
too.
bring
No,
it to the podcast.
I know.
What does
That's
that
why
mean?
because
Not just changing new
I
watch.
would
a
never
horrible
do that in
thing.
any context if somebody.
I will.
can't
I will
laugh
do it
at
every time.
My
You steer it.
vagina is really wet.
What's that?
From cancer.
She's got twat cancer.
Jesus Christ, that's a real thing, Geno.
Look, you go back and listen to the game. You know what
This is
we'll
what
do?
I'm talking about. This is why.
My friend had cunt cancer.
This is why it's hard for you to get spot.
Right, but we will call Josh King when he's done critiquing 102 episodes, which is his, and then he'll look at this game tape and he'll see if you said, Mike, tell me how your grandmother died so you could bring the energy in the room down, or did you say, tell me about your grandmother? She died of cancer. Don't ever fucking
So-
do that again,
Why?
or I will laugh.
So when I talk about my mom dying, I'm not allowed to bring up multiple sclerosis.
You can bring that up, but the thing is, why do you steer it that way?
How about
You're
Huntington's
like-
have to
disease?
sometimes when people die from shit, you should
Yeah,
say they died
but
from
you
shit.
wouldn't because you know what you're doing with the
I
podcast.
have a lot of time.
Because we
pretty much
go
everybody
that
knows my
direction.
I
mom
do
died.
it all
You know what
the
the-
time. I used to do it on the Stern Show all the time.
Which is fun.
Who died of Huntington's disease? That's a really bad disease.
Huntington's disease?
Shame.
Huntington, yeah, it's a
All right.
fucking- yeah.
Just don't go that way and bring
I
it to a
know,
dark
I
thing
know.
unless if we're talking
Fuck
about
it.
something dark,
Because
talk
Geno-
about something dark.
Because Geno's point of view is annoying me, I want to talk about people who die from disease for the next 20
I don't
minutes.
mind because you watch what happens
Piece
with the
of shit.
tweets. Everyone will be like, I get what Geno was saying. I'm not right or wrong,
They
but I just
will.
want you to get what I'm saying.
And those people are fucking assholes.
I
Yeah.
guarantee most tweets will be anti.
We'll see. Well, most are.
Anti-Geno.
Anti-cancer or anti-Geno? Or both?
Yeah.
Or Geno's a cancer?
Yeah, most of them will say Geno's a cancer.
Geno's a cancer is
It's
genuine.
Odd. It's just
Can we
odd
talk-
that you're this
I'm
passionate.
Can we talk about
Because
wife
I
number
don't-
2?
There's plenty of time for death in real life.
Let's
You
talk
don't have
about
to
wife
bring-
number 2.
We're on to something good here,
What's
Mike.
she done?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
My dad's dad had 4 wives. We'll talk about wife number 2.
Just tell me the
We're
ones
on
that
one
died
right now.
in order of gruesome death. Tell me about
How
their
did
wives,
she
Mike.
die?
I don't know. I never met her, but I know she was my half cousin's grandmother.
Oh my God.
So you brought a good conversation to a screeching halt
I
Yeah.
want to talk about
to
his
tell us the lineage of
Why-
your second
why
grandmother.
would you-
That
bring it up?
conversation is as shaky as his mother's multiple sclerosis, Mike. Okay.
What, see?
Oh, you're a fucking.
And hold on, so you can make that joke.
I know.
But if I bring up cancer, you're
allowed to bring up cancer if we're talking about cancer. If we're trying to get to the bottom of what a ganoodle is, which is us joking around, talking about maybe it's in time, and he's like, and she died of cancer. Yes, I'm going to laugh in your face for taking it to a dark place because I don't need that in this podcast.
That's your punchline.
Yeah, but it wasn't
I don't
dark
feel like
though.
it was a dark
It
place.
just happened to us.
Very
I don't feel like it was a
No, I
dark
don't
place
care.
at all.
This is a very
How do
odd,
you not feel
wait,
like it's a
wait,
dark
this is
place?
a very odd conversation. This is the
It
very.
is.
Is this me?
It's a
Artie?
great conversation.
I was out for some reason. I was ignoring, but for some reason it started infuriating me slowly, and I was like, "Why the fuck is
If we're
Geno?
about to
Geno,
laugh
wait,
at a story about
okay.
a ganoodle, do you want to hear? Do you want the image of someone? What's that?
We were
No, I
not
think-
going to.
Then
let
he
him
doesn't
laugh.
seem to get it
He
because
can
he's
keep
still
making his
going.
point.
No, I think
Just because you're the only one that got my point, then
I
tell it
get
to
your
them and I'll
point.
stop.
No, he
There's no
did not
point.
get your point.
No one got
Yes,
your
I
point. It's a
did.
dumb fucking point.
No, it's not.
No, Geno felt that it went to a dark place, and I think Geno
That
was
it didn't
dealing
need
with
to go
cancer
to.
deaths. And
No, you know what? If it affected him like that,
If it was in the context where I brought up my father falling off a roof and someone laughed like that, I'd be fucking pissed off.
Yeah, but
I
Yeah,
would.
that's what I'm not gonna lie to you.
But your father
That's what's
died
kinda pissing
falling
me off in this. You can't
Shut up with pissed off and listen to one statement. Everyone listening to the podcast is a fan of yours and knows your father fell off a roof. They know it's a part of who you are. Did anyone
Because
know
I
his
told-
grandmother was
because I told it on the air.
Right, but that's part
so
of this.
Mike is telling this. The show doesn't always have to be funny.
she
It
died at
doesn't,
44
but it was
years old.
hilarious when he said his grandmother
No,
died
it's not
of
funny. She died
cancer.
at 44 years old. It's not funny. Really.
that's my age.
No, it's not.
That's
There's
scary.
nothing. I'd argue there's nothing funny about
I'm just going to turn off my mic and let him tell the whole gruesome story. 44
That
died.
was not what he
Hey,
was
hey,
doing
what's the
either.
story?
He wasn't doing that either.
Forget it. I won't say nothing. I'll just.
Why would you, do that?
You will
Geno
say
has-
nothing or you won't say anything, Mike. You
that-
won't
Not
say.
fucking say a motherfucking word, okay?
Okay.
No, I want you to talk. You
I do
No, I'm not
too.
going to talk.
You
Let
could
Geno
correct
have
his
the
grammar,
floor.
that's
No,
fine.
no.
Thank you.
No, it's okay. Go ahead, Geno. Go ahead. Keep going.
This is
I'm
upsetting.
My point is made.
It's very.
You're making Stacy upset.
This is why we can't have sponsors.
Stacy's going to
Fine.
grab her munchkins and leave.
Let's not get a.
That's why we can't have nice
I,
things.
I did want this.
I
to,
might go bitch on the
That's why we
monkeys
can't
and
have nice
vomit in your
things.
toilet, Artie. I'm
Let's
sorry.
cha- let's
I'm
change
having
it.
a bulimic
No, no.
relapse now.
No.
What
Let's
happened?
relax.
I'm
Let's,
having a bulimic relapse. Give me the munchkin.
let's relax. No. Let's take it
She's
to another
kidding,
point.
Mike.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't eat those many munchkins.
Mike is all upset. You
These are the shittiest munchkins I've ever seen picked out.
Well, you're a fucking shithead. That's why.
That's my. That's
Hold on, we just had a whole conversation about his
That's a
grandma
walk. That's
having
a walk-off homer
You
right
know,
there.
my great grandmother died of a colon blockage, Mike. Don't bring up shithead.
We brought up cancer and talked about his grandma, his great grandma. But the second he said her munchkins was shitty, yeah. Mike Bocchetti lost it. Who
Hey,
the
watch
fuck
it.
are you, buddy?
Watch it. We're gonna stop.
Let's go to break real quick, Art.
This is intense.
Let's try to stop. Let's try to go back to what were we talking about?
Ganoodle, his grandmother.
You brought up Jared from Subway.
Oh, he's a. So
Oh,
he
let's
wasn't
talk
con-
about it.
See, he was.
Well, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't like what they did to Jim.
No, he didn't.
What do
he
you
was-
mean you don't
was
like
he
it?
not-
They didn't. He didn't officially
What if
do
he's got
anything.
kitty
I agree with
porn
you.
on
He
it?
didn't do. They went to his house for the FBI, but his director was a pornographer.
Yeah.
and they just were going to
But
investigate.
clearly there was evidence that maybe he was involved.
Well, this is the
But you know
problem.
what my theory is? Can I tell you my theory?
Go
the
ahead.
FBI just doesn't do that,
A lot of chubby kids have been molested,
right?
and Jared helps chubby kids, so
It's
it all
those
goes
tits.
together.
So what you think Jared was molested? Maybe.
Yes, molesters molest.
Well, I have nothing to do with
But
that. I don't know.
so
if
was
he's
Charles
molested.
Manson. You forgive him?
no, I don't forgive
Are
anybody.
you saying they become chubby because they were molested and they have low
Yes.
self-esteem? Okay,
No,
that's
no, no.
interesting. I believe that.
People. One of the big things about eating disorders, and I'm going to be serious for a second, is that people.
Ask Geno. Clear it with Geno first.
No, we're talking about molested. She's not like, hey, yeah, I had a great Thursday, but then I was molested. That'd
Geno,
be different.
we want to make sure she can talk about molestation without you
So,
laughing
no,
in the face of molestation.
okay.
She can't because you're kneecapping it, but I'm gonna let her.
Okay, let me just finish what I'm saying. So basically, people who have been molested eat a lot of times to cover up they hide.
Try and get that taste of cock out of their
Right,
mouth. am I
exactly, and then they want to cover their bodies up. It's a way of it's a coping mechanism.
It's a shaming. It's
'Cause I was-
self-shaming.
Yeah, because I was sexually assaulted when I was growing up.
See, what the fuck, Geno? You can't laugh.
You're fucking
She
real-
started
Wow.
smiling because she wanted me to laugh at that.
I was, and so I was touched by the
Weirdest
boys,
conversation.
and so I used to eat.
You were
and
touched by a
vomit.
boy. What happened?
The Puerto Rican boys would touch me in school.
Do you not like Puerto
They're
Rico? Hold on,
normally
hold on,
too
hold on,
lazy to molest
Hold on,
kids.
now, I got a question. Was this a
It's-
molestation or was this kids touching each other?
I was 14, and the kids in junior high school that were Puerto Rican would take my tits like that.
Like how?
Like,
I don't know if that.
Show me on my groin how.
I
they
don't
touch
think
your
that
tits.
classifies. I don't. I can't agree. with
I
that
saw
one.
that. I'd be get
no,
the
that-
water, nigga.
No, that's fucking sexual assault.
It was, it's
Okay,
it's actually-
thank you,
Bocchetti,
doctor.
Bocchetti. For some reason, I believe that you're going to be swayed in this opinion.
Well,
I
we
believe
know,
in.
Mike.
I
That
don't
is sexual
know.
assault. Anyway, so there's a lot of shit that went on, and I used to eat a lot. But that's a lot of times kids that gain a lot of weight have been touched or abused or something. So
I believe that.
Oh, I can argue this. What about the fat chicks that
Jared-
nobody was touching, and they
No,
would eat
as a
because
baby-
nobody was touching them?
That's
Because the
only
Puerto
that.
Rican kids didn't like the
It's not-
fat.
it's not-
Puerto Rican guys do like fat chicks.
Yeah, they like a big
it
Latin
doesn't
onion.
matter. it's usually with younger kids. So that's why the Jared thing. He was a fat kid, and maybe he was touched, so now he's touched. I don't know, but I don't want to say he's guilty.
The point is, if he's guilty of it, why do you guys feel bad?
This is what I don't like about it. They don't know if he's guilty or not. They already took away his whole career.
They had enough evidence.
Did they fire him? I heard they just put it on hold.
No, they did. They fired him. No,
they put it on hold.
They fired him.
No, I read the story.
I was talking to some dude who works with a fucking Subway. Believe it or not, yesterday.
How do you know
Mike, you were at Subway recently.
He's a spokesman for Subway. I was doing a shitty film yesterday, and he's a spokesman for Subway, and he was like, "Yeah, they fired Jared. And they already broke ties with him because they was like,
they didn't find anything.
I don't think that's true.
But if they didn't find anything, no matter what,
they did.
His whole career.
They put it on.
His whole career is his image, and now you just tainted his image with the concept of him maybe having child pornography. And if it comes out that he doesn't have any of that, he's not into it and all that shit, he still has no career.
But I agree with what Chris is saying completely.
Still, it's weird to explain that to kids. You don't know what the fuck,
But did anyone else hear? It's basically you reap what you sow, because the guy they said this is why he got fat and skinny, because in college he was running a porn thing out of his dorm room where he sold porn.
I didn't know that.
He rented out porn for $1 a day, and he had so many people like coming in and out that he was so busy that he got fat, and then they opened a Subway next to him, so that's why he would eat and get skinny. So of course he had all these people renting porn from. Yes, and so now he's associated with this guy, and this is why I agree with Chris. I honestly believe this is what happened. They raided another guy.
No, the other guy's arrested.
Yeah. That guy's a fucking sicko.
Shit,
but he's tied to Jared, so that's why Jared's involved. So am I saying Jared did something wrong? I don't think he did, but he's involved with it, so that's why he's getting
That's like
screwed.
if you called you a bad comedian because of Geno's secretary joke. Like, that's what they doing right now. They're like, oh, his secretary joke stinks, so you have to be a bad comic.
Stacey's going to audition for Hitler's secretary. Stacey, read your line.
A master, what do you need from me?
Oh, wait, that's a different role.
Master. Mike, your thoughts on the Jared situation?
I don't know what. I never read the whole thing. I don't know the whole story.
I just read it last night. I didn't know either, Mike.
The guy from Subway, do you like Subway sandwiches?
They're gross.
That foot-long tuna wasn't bad.
Boy, that is...
I don't know. I'm going to claim for that, too. I like that
That's
answer.
a loaded question at this point.
What do you think, Dar? Do you think he's guilty? Do you think he's a pornographer of young people?
Any evidence? I don't know. I mean, the FBI, though, clearly has something.
But they
don't have to have anything. They have a headline.
Well, you're anti-cop.
I'm anti. Right now, I'm swaying toward being anti-media. I hate the fucking media.
Well, FBI could also mean
sensationalization.
Chris is right. They want to hang a lot of people just right away.
FBI means female body inspector sometimes.
You ever see that on the other guys? He gets them the
that's an old joke. I knew that joke from like 20 years ago.
I think that they need to find exact evidence before they go to the media. That's what I don't like about it. If they don't find anything, now he has no.
What about you? I'm sure you have things that could link you to grotesque things.
Oh, good.
If they find like 10 plates under your bed, could that mean
no? There's no plates under my bed. My bed is.
Oh God.
Oscar Madison could use. I mean, Felix Unger could use my bed.
That's not true from the pictures.
Did you say Oscar Unger? Did he say Oscar Unger?
The pictures we've seen from your bedroom, Mike, would indicate that it's evidence that it's.
That's not my bed. It's a spare room in the house.
That's not a spare room anymore. Spare ribs in the house. Would you say?
Does anyone give your mother a break and say?
Of course, I always help my mom with stuff.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
My mom's number one. Help her all the time.
I thought Stacey was number one.
Yeah.
They're running neck.
If you had to pick, now let's play Bocchetti's choice. Okay, I'm Hitler's secretary, and the Fuhrer wants me to take. See how I did that? Wants me to take Stacey or your mother back to Auschwitz. Which one do I take back?
Bochetti's choice.
Bochetti's choice. I'm going to take Stacey or your mother back.
Oh, this is a meme. I don't like this game.
No, shut up. I'm taking one back to Auschwitz.
Play the game, Bocchetti.
The Fuhrer's been busy putting out fires all day, so he sent me to do it. That's a call.
Mom, I'll see you later.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ, Stacey!
She's 70 something, right?
She's gonna die of cancer like your grandmother anyway, right?
Jesus Christ!
She was 70.
Visconti, are there any limits? Visconti, are there any limits?
Right?
This is very dark.
This is Hitler's secretary coming to life.
All right, Bocchetti, what's your thought? What are your plugs, Mike?
Stacey knows.
Stacey is not his plug, but he's working on it.
Oh, stop it!
We're going to be in Monroe, August 14th.
14th,
Friday. Yeah. I'm going to be in New York City on Saturday at Brennan's Village Comedy Club at 6.
It's a fun little space.
And then somewhere else later, but I don't know where it is. I don't know. I have just go to my website. I don't feel like plugging right now. I'm too depressed.
I do.
How did you get depressed? Is it because of fucking Geno's?
Oh no! When I go over my calendar, I get very depressed as well.
I know.
Yeah, but you know what? It's all Don't worry.
Mike's mullet, the link's going to go up.
Oh, yes, look. The mullet's curling up in the back.
No, you got to periscope that bit.
I love it. She got my
She
mullet.
just gave the plug.
Yes, Stace, can you say it? I'm sorry.
The link will be going up in the next day or so. I have to sign the paperwork with the Shriners.
Mike's mullet.
organization.
It's going to be great.
The Shiners?
No,
Shriners.
Children's Hospital. I'm not shaving the mullet till we get our goal. It's $1,000
Mike,
bucks.
it's a dumb thing.
No, it's not. It's perfect.
All right.
We'll try. You know what? We raise $100.
You know how long
a
it
kid.
takes to grow hair? I mean,
It's going to grow.
How about we do people? I have an idea. How about we make other people grow mullets too, and their friends, sort of bet on their mullets.
Chris, what are your plugs?
I'm not growing a fucking mullet. That's my plug. I'm sorry. That's too aggressive.
No, we're going to do good. Chris?
At Cotton215, Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, CinecityComedy.com, Center City Comedy Pocket.
All right, go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
My father died of lung cancer,
Geno,
and
I
the day
I'm
I
serious.
took him out of the hospital, put him in hospital. No, Mike, this is.
Okay. Go ahead, Gene. I'm sorry.
Now I feel terrible. I'm kidding, Mike. Well, he did die. GenoBisconti.com. I'm a Catch a Rising Star in Princeton, New Jersey this weekend. No one's going to come out that's listening to the podcast.
That's very positive.
It is
You're so
terrible,
positive.
terrible gig.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, GenoBisconti.com. Oh, and I've got 2 periscopes under my belt. I'm very proud of.
Good.
Very proud of. But I only join to watch Chris Cotton, and I never find him. I never find him on it.
Do you follow me on?
Maybe he's
I
hiding
do.
from
I
you.
do. I do.
I periscoped yesterday twice.
Maybe Chris is hiding from you, Gino. He sees the
I
name
wouldn't
come up
doubt
and
it.
he's
I
like,
Could
wouldn't doubt
happen.
it. Could happen.
Saturday, August 29th, I'll be at the Newton Theater in Newton, New Jersey. I believe Newton, New Jersey. Or Newton,
Never heard of
Pennsylvania.
that.
Where's
Newton
Newton?
Theater, I think it's in Jersey or Pennsylvania. That's August 29th, Saturday, and August 20th to the 21st, I'll be at Levity Live in West Nyack, 3 shows. So check that out. Go to ArtieQuitter.
I will also be breaking in my Visa gift card from Artie at the Montreal Comedy Festival in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Did you get those yet?
No.
The
not
gift
happened.
cards?
Never happened.
You're going to get 3, right?
Filato, thank